Back to Paper Trail. Back with another SCP video for you. I like to just Google the internet and see which ones take my interest the most. This time we are looking at 106, or The Old Man, which is a very creative name, if you couldn't guess by some of the names of them. Pretty basic. When you look at pictures or read descriptions of SCP-106, he appears like something from a bad dream. He appears to be a very old human man, but his body is falling apart. He looks like a walking corpse and is completely covered in a thick, dark mud that looks a lot like black oil or wet dirt. Please excuse my cat if you can hear him screaming. He has had his treats, and now he's come up to say hello. You really pick now, of all times. I'm gonna see if there's an SCP one day that's like a cat, and then I'm gonna call it you. Anyway. Anyway. I can't remember where I was now, thanks for that. If you think of a dark, sticky tar pit that bubbles in the hot sun, that is what this monster feels and looks like. He leaves footprints of black slime wherever he walks. It's not just dirty, but it is highly dangerous. Anything the old man touches begins to rot away. Wood turns to mush, and strong metal rusts and turns to dust in seconds. Because of this, he can walk straight through solid walls like a ghost, and he slowly melts a hole through it, steps through, and then hunts down his targets. He acts a lot like a trapdoor spider, hiding in the dark and waiting to pull things into his own private world. He carries his victims into a dark, scary maze that he controls completely. But the most interesting part is his history. Where did he come from? The main SCP Foundation website leaves this a mystery. However, writers on the website have created stories to explain his past. The most famous source for his history is a short story on the website called The Young Man. According to the story, the monster was not always a terrifying creature. Over 100 years ago, during the First World War, he was a normal human soldier named Corporal Lawrence. He was fighting in the muddy, cold trenches, and one day, while looking around an empty enemy trench, Corporal Lawrence fell into a deep, dark hole filled with black mud. When his friends finally pulled him out, he was different. The dark mud had changed him. Over time, his mind went blank, his body began to rot, and the black slime started pouring out of his skin. The horrors of the war had changed him into a monster made of death and dirt. The story of SCP-106 does not have a happy ending, nor does it have a true finish. In the world of the SCP stories, the monster cannot be killed, he is just too powerful. The brave people at the Foundation eventually manage to trap him, but it is a very hard job. They keep him locked inside a heavy metal box made of lead, and they use powerful magnets to make the box float in the air. This keeps him from touching the ground and melting through the floor. So his story ends with him waiting in the dark. He sits in his floating metal cage, forever trapped as an old, rotting man. The tragic part of the story is that the brave young soldier from the war is completely gone, replaced forever by a shadow that can never be destroyed.